Hey everybody, welcome back to the Doggone Positive Way. I hope you had a great New Year. Happy New Year to everybody out there. I want to talk to you about what's next. Since you got the puppy for the holiday, you did everything so far. You got your crate, you bought the enrichment toys, you got your jingle bells for potty training, you have your 4-foot leash. You're pumped. You're ready to go. You know, you've got the good dog food. You've got the great dog food feeders, the slow feeders, everything. You're doing everything. But now what? Your puppy's, kind of getting a little older. Maybe just, about a couple weeks in that you've had your puppy and you're thinking, oh, let's see. Should I do training? I mean, he's so cute. Like, he doesn't do anything wrong. I can carry him around. And he's so sweet. He doesn't need training, right? Wrong. He totally needs training. So, what kind of training? Do you do group classes? Do you do private lessons? What do? You do both. Do you do both? You could do both. You definitely need to do some group classes though, because you have a puppy, and we're going to say your puppy is anywhere between 8 weeks to about 4.5 months. That should be the age range, or 4 months depending on the class. The teacher your puppy should be in class during those ages. Those are your formative puppy socialization days and weeks and those couple of months that you've gotten there to shape good behavior and shape good experiences. So what I mean by that is there's a social window that puppies have, and it closes around 4.5, 5 months. So what your puppy was exposed to or not exposed to can and will greatly impact their life later on down the road. So, for example, say you have a puppy and you live in a quiet household and everything is quiet neighborhood and all that kind of stuff. And you decide, I don't know, maybe next year you're going to move. And you move to a city. Your puppy is not used to the noises. There's going to be stress. So you want to expose your puppy to noises. You want to expose your puppies to other dogs. Their age, that's appropriate. Age appropriate is really important for puppies, especially, with adult dogs and puppies. You can get an adult dog that's kind of a bully. So you don't want to start off with, hey, let's socialize my puppy with an adult dog, especially if you don't know the dog. Okay, you want everything to be as positive for your puppy as possible. So that's why I like going to a group class for puppy owners. I think it's really important. Now, I will say this, a lot of puppy owners are not like going to classes because they don't have any problems. But you're right, you don't have any problems now. But guess what? The puppy's getting older and they're starting to develop these problems. So you want to do the prevention. So back to socialization. They've got their social window, and you want to get in as many good experiences as possible. And I'm talking about like stairs, elevators, Home Depot, where there's a lot of different noise, the vet office, go pay your vet office a visit, just go in and hang out in the waiting room. Bring your treats with you wherever you go. You want to reinforce your puppy with some good, yummy, and probably higher value treats. Like those little Bill Jack treats. They're little jacks. They're the tiny ones for puppies or small dogs. And they're perfect little training treats. And you can put a whole bunch in your treat pouch. So go for it. Do that. And go into these different places. Home Depot and Lowe's, they're great places to go and socialize your puppy. Now, there are sometimes adult dogs there, so I just want you to be cautious. If you don't know the adult dog and you have a little puppy, you want their experiences to be as positive as possible, like I said before. So just be cautious about that. So all that being said about taking your puppy to different places, what's going to go on in a group class? Well, a good group class for puppies, you're going to have a lot of socialization. The puppies are going to be age appropriate, so their teeth are going to be appropriate also. That's also another reason why we cut the age off at about 4.5 months, because their adult teeth start coming in, and you don't really want your little puppy to be hanging out with adult teeth puppies. I think it's better to keep them all in that same age range for now. And also with a puppy class, they get to be exposed to different size puppies, different energy level. You can have your Jack Russell puppy, and then you can have your Golden Retriever puppy. There's, and those are all purebreds, obviously. You can have your mixed breed puppies, and all the energy levels are going to be different. The play styles are going to be different. Also, depending upon how long the puppy was with their mom or even siblings and any other adult dogs, is really going to determine their behavior. So, for example, a lot of breeders won't let their puppies go until they're 12 weeks of age. And those are just amazing breeders, I feel like, because the puppies need to be around their mom to learn how to play appropriately. The mom teaches them appropriate play, giving them appropriate corrections, nothing harsh or anything. Basically, teaching the puppy things that humans just can't teach a puppy, just because we're humans. So I love that fact that puppies staying with their moms or even siblings and that till they're 12 weeks of age is really a good deal. The puppies learn so much from the adult dogs, so take that into consideration. Also, if you choose to go to a breeder, now most of us aren't going to a breeder. I go to a shelter all the time, or somehow, some way, some puppy comes along my way, through clients or what have you. So, and if I get a purebred dog, it is either from the shelter or a client or something like that. So, I've never purchased a dog, ever, and I never will. So, getting back to puppy class. What kind of puppy class is what kind of puppy class are, let's see, what am I trying to say? What's going to be taught in your puppy class? Usually there's just basics. So you've got your socialization. They're definitely going to be talking, I'm going to be talking all about house training and mouthing and how to deal with mouthing. Remember, we talked about it a few episodes ago. If your puppy is mouthing you, you remove your hands and get up and walk away and ignore. So you want to have a trainer, if you're going to, a group class in like a company, like say, I don't know, one of the bigger companies out there. You know what I'm talking, who I'm talking about. You're going to want to make sure that the trainer is using positive reinforcement methods. And people think, positive reinforcement is just giving treats and just, you're rewarding this and that and what are you doing and da-da-da. It's really based on science. So if it's a trainer that is using science, like I use science, everything's based on evidence. There's no force, there's no hitting, there's no rolling over, there's no alpha rolling, there's none of that garbage, there's no scruffing, nothing, right? None of that stuff. You want to make sure that the trainer that you pick is using force-free methods, using rewards for reinforcement. Toys can be used as reinforcement. And make sure your trainer's got some time under their belt, and that they've done some, studying, and not just, hey, I'm just feel like I want to train dogs and, just kind of make up things as you go along, and a lot of force is being used. And it's not based on science. So remember, science. I'm always going to pound home, bring it home hard about science. So, and then the other thing that you want to think about are, what are your goals? So you've got your puppy class, but do you want to do obedience? Do you want to do anything competitively? Do you want to do dog sports like agility or tracking or dock diving? You know, there's a lot of different things that you can do. So you do want to have a nice foundation of obedience. So, like I said, socialization, coming when called in a puppy class, maybe a simple sit, stay, you know, walking on a leash, just real simple stuff. But you've got to start there. You've got to get a good foundation. Then you can build upon that. Even if you do, you know, dog sports, you still need to have a reliable dog. So you need that foundation. And you want your dog to come into your world. That's why I don't like force training. You know, if you're using force, you're doing all the work. Your dog isn't learning how to do anything. You know, for example, let me push down on the dog's butt to get him to sit. No, don't. Why? Why are you doing all the work? Your dog needs to work for you. So to get your dog to work for you, you need to use science, and you start teaching them how to learn. And guess what? They come back into your world. They start offering you behaviors. You start reinforcing. You start marking it with a clicker. You reinforce with a treat. And then your behaviors, the good behaviors that you're selecting for, start increasing and increasing and increasing. So get that foundation down. Start with a good group class. I do recommend that as a puppy owner, sometimes you need some extra support. So I would definitely do some private lessons, at least 2 private lessons, so that you're getting some support and you're able to deal with having any behavioral issues, if you're having any house training issues. I mean, behavioral issues like excessive mouthing, you know, maybe the puppy was just taken away way too young from the mom, or they were abandoned, or, you know, there are all different types of circumstances that could, you know, cause socialization and, you know, just kind of proper puppy raising by the mom to, you know, not be present. If they're not present, that's going to be something that your puppy is going to struggle with. Mouthing is one of those things. So you might need a couple of private lessons. So make sure you do your homework. Look up your trainer. Do they have any credentials? Credentials don't always mean anything, depending on the organization. You know, there are a lot of organizations out there that are saying that, you know, they're certifying trainers and that type of thing. You want to see what kind of an organization it is and what their values are, what their mission statement is. You know, are they using force? Are they training the trainers to use force in their training? You know, don't go to a person who uses force. There's no reason to use force at all. You don't have to do it. I'm telling you this from experience. I'm telling you because I used to be a force trainer, and I'm not anymore, and I haven't been for a super, super long time. And it's really just, your dog just doesn't really learn anything. You know, you're using punishment, and you're just using ineffective and old-fashioned ways of teaching, and you're really not teaching because they're not learning. So use science, research your trainer, get your puppy in a group class that's age appropriate so they can be socialized. Remember, future-proof your dog. Get them ready for anything on the other side as they get older. All right. Thanks, guys, for listening. Let me know what you think. I really want to hear from you, and I hope to hear from you soon. And hit me up on social at Doggone Positive on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Doggone Positive. Have a great night. Bye.